Every day in June up until the release of Pixar's Lightyear, I'll be talking about all things related to Buzz Lightyear and the Toy Story franchise. So yesterday I talked about the first Toy Story movie, and I mentioned how the animation holds up well today. But did you know that the original planned opening to Toy Story was supposed to be a traditionally animated short about Buzz Lightyear? The short 2D animation would have been in the style of a Saturday morning cartoon, about Buzz Lightyear stopping Zurg from destroying a planet full of orphans. This would have foreshadowed Andy getting Buzz for his birthday, but for whatever reason, Pixar decided to go against this opening, whether they thought it would be too cheesy or for pacing. I have my own theory on the subject, but I want to point out that this is all purely speculation. You see, 3D animation was still a new thing at the time, while traditional 2D animation had been around for over 80 years. My theory is that because it was still relatively new, they didn't want to risk the opening of the film to have such a high quality look to it, only to have the 3D animation look cheap in comparison. I mean, just imagine if you had never seen 3D animation before, and you go from watching The Lion King to immediately watching the first Toy Story. There's a big contrast between the two. Now, this is just one example of the many ideas that didn't make it into the first Toy Story. Filmmaking is a complex creative process, and not all ideas from the beginning are going to be set in stone, whether it's story-based, the creative team, or even the casting. Tune in next time, and I'll talk about another creative decision that didn't make it into the final film.